Greetings and welcome. Last summer, my family and I stopped in Detroit to catch a Tigers game and check Comerica Park off our mission to visit every Major League Baseball stadium. Before the trip, I reached out to Greg from Tiger 727 for tips on what to do and where to stay. We were only in Detroit for less than 24 hours, but tried to follow every one of his recommendations, including the hotel. We checked in about an hour before the gates opened at Comerica, and after dropping my family off in the room, I went back to grab the luggage. And like every stubborn traveler, I decided this would be a one-trip haul. You know, one of those where like bags are over the shoulders, things are hanging off every finger, you're dragging stuff. And I finally reached the elevators, and my hands were so full I could barely press the button. And of course, the elevator takes forever. While I'm standing there struggling, another guy walks up, and he looks really familiar. Now, I'm 6'2", and I'm looking up to him. And I'm just kind of searching my mind of who it is, and then it hits me, and I'm pretty sure I'm standing next to Dominique Wilkins. We make eye contact, and he gives me kind of a subtle nod that kind of says like, yeah, you know who I am, but thanks for not making a big deal. And little did he know, my hands weren't full. I absolutely would have made a big deal. But people start crowding the elevator, and I start to kind of panic that if the wrong elevator opens, I won't even fit with all my stuff on it. One finally arrives, and I'm dragging my pile of luggage inside while trying to make room for Dominique Wilkins. I get back to the room and excitedly tell my wife, who hates basketball, guess who I just saw? Who? Dominique Wilkins. Who? The human highlight reel. Blank stare. Like, remember when we were in Atlanta? The statue outside State Farm Arena? Still nothing. But a few minutes later, she goes down to the front desk with a question, and when she comes back, she casually asks, what was Dominique wearing? So I tell her, and she goes, oh yeah, that is him. He's a nice guy. I rode the elevator down with him, and we talked for a while. Which is very common when my wife and I meet a celebrity or an athlete, that she hits it off with them, and I'm the third wheel. But when Ed at Angry Old Man had a contest and was given this 8x10 autograph of Dominique Wilkins away, I thought I'd love to have it. And luckily enough, I won it. Which, for my collection, I have already had his rookie card and his 87-88 cards. And all I wanted to finish off my Dominique Wilkins collection was an autograph. Which, thanks to Ed, I have completed. So Ed, thank you so much for this. It is a perfect piece to go with what I already have. And speaking of Greg, he also sent me a bunch of cards, which I'm going to go through now pretty quickly. He sent me knows I'm a huge, or was a huge, Darryl Kyle fan. So sent me a ton of, I think that one's cool. You don't see, I like cards with pitchers batting. But he knows I was a huge Darryl Kyle fan, so sent me a ton of cool stuff. Then a bunch of Ray Lankford's. I like that one a lot for the collection. Jimmy Dean. Then some Frank Thomas's for my son. I always like the gallery. That's a really cool card. Just a cool image of Thomas looking from the dugout. And to top it off, because he knows I'm a huge Bill Walton fan, he added the Topps Mini Black of Bill Walton for me. So Greg, thank you so much. The cards are awesome. I know Ed and Greg sent me this a long time ago, so I'm way overdue on thanking you guys. But I appreciate it. And thank you for watching, and enjoy your collection.